Hello everybody and welcome back to Witcombe Park Farm. So, we've had a bit of a dilemma. Obviously it's now raining quite heavily on our clamp, so we've got to desperately try and get this compacted so that we can get a sheet over it. Hopefully it won't damage us too much in the long run. If it does, then luckily we've got the bigger clamp to our right hand side. But this is where having a clamp with a roof on, where I think we've got over one of the sheds over there, we've got a load of straw bales in it. So that may be the one to use when the weather's not looking the greatest. But anyways, so we're on 17%. So we're going to get this compacted, get the sheet over. So we'll put that into a little time lapse. And then I want to go to the animal dealer because consider we now have all this silage, or we are going to have all this silage. We've got plenty of hay, as you can see in the top right in that shed up there, and straw. It makes perfect sense to try and expand the cows as best we can. But in saying that, we only have just shy of £15,000. So we may have to then also look at going to go do a contract just to bring a bit more money in, because we've got to wait till sort of December, January, February until we can sell anything, like any of our products. So it just needs to be careful on that front. And thinking about products, one thing that has completely slipped my mind because it's so out of the way is the greenhouse. Is whether we've got any pallets that need pulling out of there, but also whether that needs water or not. So I may, once we've done this, go have a look at the greenhouse, because of the barrels over there and the taps over there, so we can go fill that up. And then I have already pulled out, there it is, our cattle trailer. So we'll go have a look and grab a few more cows, because there should be a few in there. I'm also from people informing me of what's going on in the world, which I'm very, very thankful for, is the realistic livestock mod has been taken over by someone else. It's no longer Arrow. I want to say it's Rifter, but I could be completely wrong on that. For some reason, that's what comes to mind. Where the Jersey cows are, they're on it, so we can actually go back and get the Jersey cattle. So what I am half thinking is running a bit of a mixed herd, because I'm not going to, considering we've got these 5 in there, I'm not going to go change them all over again just like we did with the Jerseys. So we will run a mixed herd, and yeah, I think let's just get this compacted. Hopefully on this portion back, we may be at the 100% mark. There we are. So we are 100% compacted. So let's hop out. Let's put a sheet on, like so. Whilst we're out and getting wet, I will just have a look. I can't remember. Was this a... Yeah, I think this is a manure pit then. I would imagine, because it's not saying anything to do with... If you go into there, you can see that... Get those levels. I know what will tell me. Let's go on to construction, and let's just click on that. Yeah, manure heap. Yeah, so we also need to empty out the manure that's in here and go to put it into there as well. But let's just jump in. What's that? Oh, I thought I saw a bungee cord, but it's not. It's the top holding the top link up. I just want to say that's pretty cool, if you started to put bungee cords in game like so. Right, let's get up to the greenhouse. I'm hoping it's a reverse jobbing. I seem to remember it was. Yes. Oh, look at all the products we've got there as well. Okay, so we could very well be able to water. For how long we've been able to water, I do not know. But let's attach that on. And now we can see... We may have actually have been saved there. I don't know. Would that have still been going? Let's have a look. So we just put a few 100 litres in. Productions. Okay, cool. So that was still going, so that's absolutely fine. It does, the production does need to be cleared and emptied. And as you can see, we're doing a whole array of different products, which they'll all come in handy later on down the line, especially when it comes to selling. And if we look on the time-saving stock check, we are slowly building. So it's like strawberries. We have... okay, strawberries, tomatoes, we're going to get very, very little for. Lettuce, a bit more, because lettuce seems to be the best one to go for. Chilies, not a lot. It almost makes you think it's not really... I'm trying to do the different ones, you know, just for a change. But when it doesn't really pay you that well, it does make you think, is it really worth doing them? You know, just sticking with lettuce seems to be the winner. Whether it's a much slower production, that's why it's a higher yielding one, or a higher paying one, I don't know. But yeah, certainly interesting. Is this going to fill us now? There we go. So let's fill that up like so. And we can now take the water bowser off. We'll go get the cattle trailer. And then once we're in the cattle trailer, we can go look at getting some new cows. And then, yeah, we also need to, whilst I remember, we're going to be spending more money than what I want to spend. As long as, yeah, there's nothing there. So we have a front loader. So we need front loader tools. Which, if that fits, 600, that's 600 litres, 1,000 litres. I think we're going to have to go with, that's 1250. That's much better. Can that do... Yeah, it can do everything we want there. And it's 2,800 litres, which is a lot better. What's that one? 2,300. Well, I think that decides it. We just need to make sure, yeah, that's for a front loader. So let's buy that. And then we'll have to... I'll probably just take the front loader down to go grab that. And then we'll go put the cattle trailer on, and I will see you down at the dealership. The cattle dealership, I should say. The cattle dealer. We've always got to make sure to take a wide berth here, otherwise we could possibly struggle to get in. By the size Ife Williams trailer's absolutely brilliant. But right, let's now go. Oh, I've gone too far. Right, let's put that into there. So it's the brown Swiss we're after. So that one's very expensive, but doesn't actually look that good. That one's a bit better. Go for that one. Not touching that one. I really want very high and extremely good. We'll go for that one. I don't get the overall health because that's all very high. Very high, high, extremely high. Surely you would think overall that's very high, not very good. But anyways. Right, let's go. We can go for that one. We can go for that one. And I think, what's that? 1, 2, 3, 4. Is it worth getting? We have... oopsie. Oh, I've just deselected all mine. Right, let's just select them again. Right, so I've got 5. Let's buy selected. So that's £5,500. Oh dear. We're getting very, very low on money. Look at this weather. How amazing does that fog look with the rain coming through? Oh, I love it. Right, we'll get these back. And then, like I say, we'll have to go get in the front loader to take, to go get our grab, our manure grab, and our sort of everything grab. And then we can sort out the manure in the cows, we can then... Ooh, let's not jackknife. I'll have to have a look at some contracts. We can't do them in this sort of weather, so we will probably not drive onto the curve. We'll probably have to move on. So if we pull into here, like so. Okay, not like so. Now like so. No. Why isn't that wanting to... There we go. So if we go select all, move selected, so that's 5 animals to move in. Like so. If we just pull forward, I just want to have a look at what is happening in here. So we... Oh no, that's not us. This is us here, isn't it? So our bull, he has impregnated 2 animals and he's a young bull and all, which is brilliant. So we've got a lot of life left in him. And we have 4 older ones. So that's 2. Oh, that's pregnant with 2 babies. Pregnant with 1. Not pregnant at all. And I think one of these, that could be the one that we've just... Well, these 2 could be the ones that we've just put in. But we do have plenty of young stock coming through, which, looking at these, they are all relatively good, which is really nice to see. And what have I got in here? Okay, that's just movement of when... yeah, that's a Jersey, one of my Jersey cows, because they wouldn't eat with this mod. Right, let's go. Take that off. We need to go over here now, get into the front loader, and then we'll go and get the muck grab. Go put this into here, but interestingly, I don't seem to be able to open the grab at the minute. A normal button to do it doesn't seem to want to, so how do I get around this now? Well, for now, I can't figure that out, so we will just leave that there. If we do need to swap it for just a bog standard manure grab, then that's no bother. We're losing slightly on capacity, but that is absolutely fine. So let's go. Did I drop this off? Yes. So we'll go take this to the house, and then we're going to go rest. And then, like I say, we'll have a look at what contracts can be done. If not, we have a game cover to put into where our silage maize was. That obviously helps with nitrogen come when oats go in next. So right, let's park up here, let's turn all this off, and I will see you. No, I won't, because that needs to be returned. We won't get... I wouldn't have thought we would have got a fee, but nevertheless, I don't want to leave it to chance. And if you look at the nitrogen here, this was 0 when we first started. So we are starting to build a bit of a base layer, which is very, very good. Let's get... this needs to be washed off. Do you reckon there'll be a pressure washer somewhere else for us to use? So I did just call in at the farm to go get this washed off, because I don't want to risk it, you know. We're getting a bit... Ooh, can't get around there. Don't listen to that music, just in case we get a copyright. Yeah, I did call at the farm just to make sure that we could get this all sorted, because it keeps us in good stead with the dealership. Especially with now that we're at a 5% deal at the minute. We're still at 5%, but 5% for the leasing fees in this game is fairly substantial. Right, let's get our way home and we will rest. So I'll see you in the morning. Well, good morning, everybody. So it is a lot nicer today than what it was yesterday. The rain, it seems to have disappeared, and it doesn't seem to be coming anytime soon, which is good, which means that we do have a contract to go do. So I need the cultivator on anyways to cultivate our field, so it makes perfect sense to go and do a contract at the same time. And where's my weight gone? I honestly thought my weight was in the front. Here is where I'll have to put it. Where could it possibly be? I had the right idea about where it was, just in the in the wrong shed. Let's put that on. Do not forget to raise the front weight like that, because the amount of times I've done that and it's been like an anchor on the front. And let's make our way up to field 11, which is, I think we've done a field nearby on a bit of a bank side, so I'm hoping this one may be a bit flatter. But even if it is on a bit of a bank, since our engine upgrade, it's been, well, this tractor, it seems to pull this disc harrow a lot better now. Even with the engine upgrade and with the implement off the ground, it's still hard work pulling up here. And yeah, it was that field on the right there that we'd done in a previous contract. Right, let's get this unfolded. It's quite a nice little house. I'll tell you what, the view from that house must be absolutely lovely. But right, let's get that onto there. Typical, we're facing the wrong way. So if we start at yon side, we should hopefully finish down there somewhere. Trying to organise myself a bit better when it comes to doing a field, because I always seem to be at the worst possible place of the field when it comes to do the headlands, and especially when I finish. Right, we will get this contract done. One thing, the leniency levels at the minute are considerably tight. I don't miss a square inch just in case. Because you look at that and you think that's 5% of the field is doing this bit here. Just unreal. I know I missed it. Obviously there's a little bit there I missed that I just need to keep in mind, just in case I don't get my 3% now. Which, to be fair, I'm hoping I should be able to get it. Because I do have, I think, am I running the contract boost? I don't think I boosted anything, but it does let you, so when it finishes, okay, this is fine, I'm getting it. It does let you finish the field like this, which is quite nice. And I think it also, if you go do a fertiliser contract, it gives you the fertiliser as well, I believe. I think I last used it on Saxlingham, which, that was a long time ago now. But yeah, it's brilliant. I think it's a really good mod. It's better than the one I was, in my opinion, I should say, better than the one I was using originally for contracts. It seems to work more favourably for myself. Right, we're going to go now. We're going to do one more job, which involves the disc harrow, and we are going to go do our maize silage field, because then in the next episode we can get that drilled with that hummus active. If I am saying that wrong, please let someone tell me, please. Be greatly appreciated. Yeah, we're going to put that hummus active in there, because then that will give us another sort of nitrogen boost, which, although we're spending money on diesel and seed, we should hopefully, well, and our time, but we should hopefully be saving money, or saving more money, not having to put as much fertiliser down onto the ground. Because I know the canola field, I remember in the last episode, that was an extortionate amount it used. I have to say, this disc harrow, I think it's one of the best things I've bought so far. It is absolutely phenomenal. The width size that we're getting, you know, for the power is it's just brilliant, or at least I think it is. But anyways, we now need to make a start into here to get this unfolded, and we can make our way going now. Out of interest, does anybody use the sim dashboard? Because that is something that I am toying with going down the lines of, is getting it for the, well, more for the realism side, but obviously I need to get a tablet and then use the sim dashboard. Yeah, if anyone has used it, I'd love to know what your thoughts are on it. But anyways, whilst you are all hopefully busy in the comments, I'll get this done. Well, all things considered, I think it's been a fairly successful episode, this one. We've managed to get loads done, which has been really, really handy. And everything's now prepped for the next one, for where we need to put our game cover into here. Obviously, there's the cows now that need a bit more of an eye keeping on them. And also, I have, just so everyone's aware, that muck grab, I sold it back to the dealership, so we've got all our money back with it not opening. And instead I have gone, for now, I've gone for a bucket, which I'm hoping that bucket should work. The only thing that will be the only thing that's slightly disappointing is we can't use it for the likes of bales like the muck grab could do. Because certainly working when I was doing the Patient Valley, that muck grab, it was invaluable that we were using. But anyways, I just want to say thank you very much for watching. I hope you've all liked and enjoyed the video, and I will see you again in the next one. Bye for now.